Welcome to this financial aid presentation for the 2025-2026 academic year. In this presentation, we will review how aid is determined, where to find and how to read your financial aid award, and go over next steps to ensure a timely disbursement of your financial aid at the start of the year. The majority of Cal Poly financial aid starts with one of two applications. The first is the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, which is available to U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and eligible non-citizens. With FAFSA, students will be reviewed for federal, state, and institutional financial aid. The other application is the California DREAM Act application for California residents, including undocumented students, students with TPS or a U visa who meet the residency criteria. With the California DREAM Act application, students will be reviewed for state and institutional aid. Students who are eligible for FAFSA but do not wish to be considered for federal student aid and who meet the DREAM Act residency requirements may also apply. A Cal Poly student only needs to complete one of these two applications. The applications collect income, asset, and other information about a student and their family in order to assess a family's resources for paying for college. Both applications produce a Student Aid Index, or SAI. The SAI is a measure of a family's financial strength. The SAI is not what a family will pay, but rather a tool an institution uses to determine what aid you are eligible for. The other important number in determining financial aid is the cost of attendance, or COA. A student's financial need is calculated by subtracting the SAI from the cost of attendance. Students must have financial need to receive most grants, but not all financial need is covered by gift aid. As referenced before, the cost of attendance is the estimate of expenses for a student to attend an institution. You can find the cost of attendance on our website or in the students portal. This cost of attendance includes tuition and fees, books and materials, housing, food, transportation, and other miscellaneous personal expenses. The cost of attendance is unique to the student's college and cohort. There are different kinds of financial aid to help with the cost of attendance. Scholarships are awarded based on factors such as academic achievement, athletic ability, field of study, interest, etc. Some may consider financial need. Scholarships do not need to be repaid. Grants are awarded based on financial need as determined by the financial aid application. Loans are also available. For FAFSA students, subsidized loans are awarded based on financial need, while unsubsidized loans are available regardless of financial need. Borrowing limits are determined by a student's grade level. Work study is available for some students. Funds are earned through hourly work and paid via monthly paycheck. A work study award doesn't guarantee a job, but it qualifies students for work study positions. Many job openings on campus do not require work study. For more information on the different types of financial aid, visit our website. For Cal Poly scholarships, there is no additional application for first-year students. All incoming undergraduate students are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships using admission application information. All scholarships were awarded and visible in the My Cal Poly portal prior to May 15th. As continuing students in future years, students will need to complete the Cal Poly scholarships application in their student portal each year for consideration. The Cal Grant and Middle Class Scholarship are state grants. You are being reviewed for these via the FAFSA or California DREAM Act application. To check the status of these grants or to notify the California Student Aid Commission that you are attending Cal Poly, create a Web Grants for Students account and select Cal Poly as your school of attendance. We expect to award the Middle Class Scholarship by the end of fall quarter. So there are some loan options for students. For FAFSA applicants, the subsidized and unsubsidized direct student loans are available in a student's name. The interest rate for the loan in 25-26 is 6.39%. A parent can also apply for a Parent Plus loan. For this type of loan, the parent, not the student, is the borrower. The interest rate for 25-26 is 8.94% for the Parent Plus loan. To explore private student loan options, visit our website for a loan servicer comparison tool. You can find your financial aid offer in the Money Matters tab of the Cal Poly Student Portal. This will open up your Student Center, where you can view your financial aid by term or for the year. Here you can see the aid broken down by term, and if you click on each term, it will open up and make the aid viewable. This is an example of what a financial aid package can look like. This student qualified for need-based grants and scholarships highlighted in green. Note that the scholarships, the loans in blue, and the work study in orange are not automatically accepted for the student. It is important to note that a financial aid package is dynamic. Awards are correct as of the most recent information Cal Poly has received and depends on the accuracy of that information. If a change is made to the student's award, the student will receive an email from the financial aid office notifying them that there has been a change to their award. One helpful tool available to you is the college financing plan. This can be accessed in the financial section of the Student Center. It is a one-page summary of your estimated cost of attendance combined with your financial aid award information. This is another view of what the Student Center looks like. Note that students should be attentive to any to-do lists or holds, as we may be asking for documents. Holds can be informational or they can prevent a student from registering for classes. We recommend students check their to-do lists and holds weekly. The to-do list is where a student will be notified if they are selected for review. Students will be directed to create an account in the Student Forms portal to see what documents are being requested and to securely submit them via that portal. The Student Forms portal is also where you can submit a special circumstance request. When creating accounts, the student information must match exactly as it is on their financial aid application. Likewise, parents must use the same email they provided on the financial aid application. You will need to accept or decline scholarship, loans, and work study that is offered to you. The Accept Decline link is located on the Money Matters tab at the top right. Grant aid is automatically accepted for you. Cal Poly scholarship must be accepted to confirm that you want the scholarship and will abide by the scholarship terms. And if you are going to use student loans and do not want the maximum loan offered, you can reduce the loan amount to what you want to accept. Here are important dates to be aware of. You can find the full list of disbursement and fee due dates on the student accounts website. If a student is enrolled in at least 12 units and all their documents have been reviewed, their financial aid will disperse a week prior to the start of the quarter. Please visit the student accounts website for the disbursement and refund dates for each quarter. If your money has not dispersed, you may not be enrolled in 12 or more units, or you may still have outstanding to-do list items on the portal or waiting for review. Note that financial aid will disperse and then pay fees and tuition first, followed by housing charges, followed by dining charges. If there is any excess financial aid after charges have been covered for the term, then the financial aid refunds. Set up direct deposit for fast and secure refund processing. A few key reminders. We communicate with students directly. Students are encouraged to check their portals and emails regularly. If you have any questions, please reach out to our office. It is important to know when disbursement dates are and to budget accordingly for your expenses. Finally, we know that the financial aid application may not reflect the current situation for the family. If the family's current income is significantly less than what was reported due to job loss, disability, divorce, etc., you can submit a PJ Special Circumstances EFC SAI appeal. This form is also used to address excess medical expenses, other educational expenses for other children in college, or other special circumstances. We highly recommend using the current financial aid award to make your financial plans for paying for college because submission of a special circumstances appeal does not guarantee approval, and approval does not always result in an increased financial aid eligibility. A special note for our students in mixed status families. If you or your family have concerns about filling out the federal financial aid application, please connect with our office for guidance. You can also visit the California Student Aid Commission website for further information. One final important note for students and their supporters. Student information is protected by the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA. This means we cannot discuss the specifics of a student's financial aid award without the student present unless the student has granted permission. Students can add individuals in the authorization to release section of their student portal. Supporters will be asked their name and access code before we are able to answer specific questions regarding the student's information. If you have questions, you can connect with us by email, visiting our office in Building 1, or reaching us by phone. Thank you for taking the time to hear this information. We look forward to assisting you.